Hi everyone, happy Friday. It is 2:39. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rekha Muddaraj live in the KHOU 11 newsroom with this afternoon update. As always, these are stories that you guys are clicking on. A Galveston County probation officer was arrested on sexual assault charges after several victims came forward with complaints. This guy's name is Eric Alzafari. He was arrested at his Pearland home yesterday morning. There were several warrants out for his arrest. He is charged with 7 counts of official oppression, 2 counts of sexual assault, and 2 counts of sexual contact or intercourse with supervised person. Now, Alzafari was the focus of an extensive investigation. His bonds total $95,000 on those 11 charges. This is a scary moment for a Southeast Houston family. 4 men wearing ski masks robbed them early this morning. This happened around 3:30 this morning in the 7800 block of Pecan Villas. That is very close to Telephone Road and Belfort. A mother, father, and daughter were coming home when they were approached by men who were armed. They forced the family into the home, put the mother and the daughter in the bathroom, and then pistol whipped the father. The husband then called 911 after the suspects fled the scene. He was taken to the hospital, but he's expected to make a full recovery. Really not known right now what the robbers got away with, if anything. Please call Houston Crime Stoppers, though, if you have any information. That phone number is 713-222-TIPS. All right, there's an Amber Alert out for a 4-year-old boy who was taken from Southwest Austin yesterday. This is his picture. His name is Marsden Ellis Harp. He was last seen traveling south on Mopac at FM 2244 in a dark green Ford Fusion. Texas license plate LGV 3638. Marsden is about 3 feet 9 inches tall, weighs about 42 pounds. He was wearing a black shirt and black shorts the last time someone saw him. If you see this little boy again, there's an Amber Alert out for Marsden Harp. Please call 911. All right, let's change gears now and talk about the weather, which has also changed. Yesterday was on the warmer side, but now things are cooling down. It's quite gloomy out there. And Blake, let's talk about the rain that's headed our way.
Yeah, especially as we get into the first part of New Year's Day and the day after. It looks like we can see some very heavy rain across the area. We're also dealing with some marine fog. This is a look at Galveston Island. There's Murdoch's right there in the foreground. You can barely see the Pleasure Pier there in the background. So that fog once again settling in over the island. Everybody else looking pretty good once you head inland, but the bottom line is it is a cloudy, dreary day across the entire city of Houston. You can see, we can see the top of the Williams Tower there. It was obscured earlier as the clouds push through, and you can barely see downtown there in the background. So what you see is what you get, it looks like, for the rest of the evening. Now, we are looking at the possibility of more patchy fog as we head into the overnight hours tonight. A chance of rain and storms for Saturday, especially Saturday evening, very late while you sleep into early Sunday morning, and then heavy rain looks likely to start 2020. 68 degrees the current temperature at Bush Airport. Those clouds have really held the temperatures down in the city of Houston. 66 at Hobby, 72 degrees there in Sugar Land, 74 in El Campo. These winds coming in from the east-southeast between 5 and about 10 miles per hour. Now, despite the clouds, not really seeing much in the way of precipitation across the upper Texas coast, but as we expand the view, a few scattered showers out here towards Alabama, but the area of low pressure that we're watching is back out here towards the Four Corners, and this is going to make a beeline right through the state of Texas, and that's going to bring us our next best chance of rain as we get into, again, Saturday afternoon, evening, and into the overnight hours. Now, if you have plans, if you're headed back home out towards Denver to the north of Minneapolis, we're looking at a big winter storm here across the heartland. So if you are headed that direction out towards Nebraska or the Dakotas or northern parts of Minnesota, heads up, you've got a lot of snow headed your direction. So there's our area of low pressure, again, right there out towards the Four Corners, and this is going to head on up to the northeast, but it's also going to drag a cold front right through the state of Texas, and as it does so, it will spark off a line of showers and thunderstorms. So here's how all this plays out. There's our area of low pressure there. We'll put a pause point right here. This is 2:30 in the morning on Sunday while we sleep, and you'll notice there's your line of storms right there just pushing through the city of Houston. The further north and east you are of the city, the better the chance is that you're going to see some strong to severe thunderstorms, mainly Trinity, Polk, and Houston counties. So once you get well to the north and east of Houston, here locally, pockets of heavy rain, not expecting a whole lot out of this, a few rumbles of thunder, and that'll be about it. The front will come through. By the time we get to 10:30 in the morning on Sunday, things clear out nicely here. Sunday shaping up to be a very nice day, it looks like, but it's not going to last very long. Monday's looking pretty good, but as we get into the first part of 2020, takes us into January 2nd at 7 a.m. Look at the widespread rain here across the Houston area and really across much of the state of Texas. So we'll have to watch for the possibility of some heavy rain. Now, this takes us into 5:30 on Sunday. As the front comes through, we're looking at generally maybe about a quarter to a half inch of rain for most of us. But as we look ahead towards Friday, this gets us into January 2nd and January 3rd. You can see 2 to 3 inches of rain, maybe some isolated amounts as high as 4 inches or higher will be a possibility as our next weather maker begins to move on in. There's still plenty of time to watch this and kind of play with those rain amounts a little bit, but right now 2 to 3 inches area-wide looks to be a pretty good bet. Temperature-wise for tonight, starting at 7 o'clock, we're already down in those low 60s. It looks like we stay there all night long. In fact, by 7 o'clock, we may actually increase the temperatures a little bit to about 66 at Bush Airport. By noon, we're back in the 70s, and tomorrow, the model here only showing 74 degrees at Bush Airport, but I really think we could be in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Our record high for tomorrow is 82. It's not totally impossible that we could hit that as we head into the afternoon hours. So it doesn't last long as we look ahead towards Sunday. Once that front comes through, we're back down to 65 for an afternoon high, 62 on Monday, bright sunny skies. Then things begin to change as our next weather maker begins to move in. By Tuesday, we're at 62. 59 on Wednesday. Notice the rain chance is beginning to go up. A 50% chance there on Wednesday, 80% as we get into Thursday, and that rain could be heavy. And then it finally begins to move out as we head into Friday. So all in all, a busy couple of days ahead. I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. Of course, we're looking ahead toward the new year, and we'll continue to fine-tune that forecast as the latest data comes in. I hope everybody has a great Friday afternoon. We'll see you coming up today on the 411.